Take a look at the chair outside. How many things would you have to move off it before you could sit down right now? A wet cushion? A bag of soil? A few toys? Or is the chair already empty, but you still have to step over a hose, plant pots, and delivery boxes just to reach it? The answer tells you whether your backyard, patio, porch, or balcony is being used as an actual room or as a holding area for things that have nowhere else to go. The outdoor room rule, inspired by the Japanese approach to organizing space, is very simple. The outdoor area needs a purpose. It needs a clear path. It needs a place where you can sit down immediately. And it needs a reset routine that is fast enough to keep clutter from slowly taking over again. We are going to rebuild those 4 things without turning this video into a gardening lesson or turning your entire weekend into a yard cleanup project. For more practical systems that make your home easier to use every day, subscribe to The Quiet Home. The first rule is to treat your outdoor area like a room, not like leftover space. That does not mean your patio has to be decorated like your living room. It means you need to know what the space is for. Stand at the door and finish this sentence. This is where we drink coffee in the morning, have dinner when the weather is nice, read, sit and talk, let the children play, spend time with the dog, take care of a small group of plants. Choose one main purpose that matches the way your family actually lives. When your patio is mainly a place for morning coffee, you need an empty chair, a small table, and a clear path from the door. When your backyard is mainly a place where the children play, you need a safe open area and a storage spot close enough for the toys to be put away easily. When your porch is where you welcome guests, the bench should not be holding delivery boxes, dirty shoes, and things that are waiting to be carried into the garage. A clear purpose helps you recognize which items support the space and which items are taking it over. The problem is that many outdoor spaces are expected to do too many jobs at the same time. The same patio may hold tools, toys, cushions, plant pots, bicycles, and seating. All of those needs are real. But without boundaries, one activity begins to interfere with another. The chair holds a bag of soil. The patio table holds pruning shears and gardening gloves. The walkway holds the hose. The plant corner holds empty pots left over from the previous season. Before you can begin one activity, you have to clean up the remains of another one. There is something I have noticed about outdoor spaces that are used regularly. They are not necessarily large, and they do not necessarily contain fewer things. But the most important part of the space is always ready to use. A small balcony with one empty chair can be used every morning. A large backyard can sit unused when you have to spend 10 minutes cleaning before you can sit down. Create a clear boundary for each group of items. Choose one corner for plant care, one basket for toys, one hook for the hose, one box for cushions, one small shelf for tools. You do not have to organize the entire yard at once. Simply find the group of items that has spread out the most. When toys are scattered from the door all the way to the fence, start with the toys. When plant supplies are taking over the table and chairs, gather them into one area. When the hose is always lying across the walkway, deal with the hose first. The third rule is to clear the walkway before adding decorations. The walkway determines whether an outdoor space feels easy to use. One plant pot sticks out slightly. The hose has not been rolled up. A chair has been pulled out of position. A scooter is lying beside the door. Each item takes up only a small amount of space, but you still have to walk around it, lift your feet over it, or stop and move it. Choose one path, from the door to the chair, from the porch to the gate, from the balcony door to the plant area, from the patio to the place where the children play. Clear that path completely. Move the plant pots to the side. Roll up the hose. Return the toys to their basket. Take away the empty boxes. Push the chairs back into position. Then perform the glass of water test. Hold a glass of water in one hand and walk from the door to the seating area. Can you walk there in a straight line? Or do you have to push something aside with your foot, put the glass down, or turn around to find a towel so you can wipe the chair. An outdoor room needs to be usable on an ordinary day, not only immediately after it has been cleaned. Is your outdoor space a backyard, patio, porch, or balcony? Leave just one word in the comments below. Once the walkway is clear, you will notice the next problem. Outdoor items are not being stored according to the way they are used. The hose is beside the wall. The watering can is near the door. The gloves are on the table. The pruning shears are sitting inside an empty plant pot. Each item may appear to have been placed neatly out of the way. But when you want to care for the plants, you still have to walk around the entire yard to gather everything you need. Do not put everything into one general category called outdoor items. A ball and a watering can may both be used outside, but they belong to two completely different activities. Group items by activity. Keep plant supplies together. Keep toys together. Keep pet supplies together. Give the cushions their own storage spot. Give cleaning tools their own storage spot. After you water the plants, the gloves, pruning shears, and watering can should all return to the same area. After the children finish playing, the toys should return to one basket. When rain is on the way, the cushions should go directly into a storage box beside the chairs. The system should already determine where each group of items belongs. When one group of items is still constantly scattered everywhere, examine the storage location. Is the basket too small? Is the box too far away? Is the shelf blocked by other items? Is the lid too difficult to open? The goal is not to create beautiful storage. The goal is to make putting something away faster than dropping it in the nearest convenient place. The fifth rule is to protect one place to sit. You do not need a complete outdoor furniture set. You only need one chair that is immediately usable, a clear place for your feet, a small surface beside you, an unobstructed walkway. 4 chairs have no value when every chair is holding something. 1 chair is enough when you can open the door and sit down immediately. Try the 30-second test. From the moment you open the door, can you sit down within 30 seconds? Or do you have to find a cushion, wipe the chair, move the watering can, and look for a place to put your drink? When the area requires preparation every single time, it is still serving storage more than it is serving people. You may not need more furniture. Your furniture may simply be doing the wrong job. The chair is holding a bag of soil. The patio table is holding tools. The porch bench is holding delivery boxes. Flat surfaces attract objects both inside and outside the home. Choose at least one seat and decide that it will never be used as a temporary storage spot. An outdoor room becomes valuable when it includes a place that makes you genuinely want to sit down. The 6th rule is to remove anything dead, broken, or forgotten before buying anything new. A dead plant, a cracked plant pot, an unstable chair, a cushion with a damp, musty smell. These items do more than take up space. They represent decisions that have not been made. Should you repair it or throw it away? Should you keep it for next season? Should you try one more time to save the plant? Or should you let it go? To be honest, these are exactly the kinds of items that are easy to ignore. A cracked plant pot does not create an urgent problem. It simply sits there long enough for you to stop noticing it. But you still have to walk around it. It still occupies a spot that could be used for something else. Walk around the outdoor area and look for 3 groups. Things that are dead, things that are broken, things that have been forgotten. Choose one item from each group. Dispose of the dead plant properly. Choose a specific repair date for the broken chair. When there is no real plan to repair it, remove it from the area that you are actively using. Collect toys that can no longer be used. Get rid of empty boxes. Clean or remove cushions that have stayed damp for too long. The 7th rule is to keep plant care simple enough to repeat. This video is not asking you to become a better gardener. Simply examine your current routine. Are the plants grouped in a way that makes them easy to water? Is the watering can nearby? Are the pruning shears and gloves stored together? Is there a plant that is always forgotten because it requires a completely different kind of care? An easy-to-maintain yard is not the one with the most plants. It is the one with a number of plants that matches the amount of time you have during a normal week. Place plants with similar needs close together. Keep the pruning shears, gloves, and plant ties in one portable caddy. Limit empty plant pots to one area. Before buying another plant, check the plants you already have. When your current routine is already causing plants to be neglected, adding more plants will only make that routine harder. Outdoor items also need to match the weather. When you have to run outside every time it rains to rescue the cushions, toys, tools, and outdoor rug, the storage location is either too far away or too difficult to use. You can still keep those items, but they need a fast path into storage. The cushions go into a box near the chairs. The toys go into a basket with a lid. The tools go onto a shelf under a covered area. A system should not depend on you remembering everything at exactly the right moment. Many people already have a shed, garage, or outdoor storage box, but their belongings still remain scattered around the yard. The reason is usually very simple. The storage location is not part of the natural path of use. The box is blocked. The lid is too heavy. The garage is too far away. The hose hook is on the opposite side of the yard. The toy basket is stored inside the house. A system may sound logical during the planning stage and still fail at the end of the day. When your hands are dirty, the children are tired, and everyone simply wants to go inside. Which outdoor item is always left in a temporary spot at your home? The hose, the cushions, the tools, or the toys? The 8th rule is to place storage close to where each item is used. Do not only ask, "Where should this item be stored?" Ask, "Where do I naturally walk after I finish using it?" The hose should be hung where you normally finish watering. The cushion box should be beside the seating area. The toy basket should be near the place where the children play. Plant tools should be near the group of plants. A cloth for wiping the table should be kept near the door. A small shelf in the right location is often more useful than a large shed that is too far away. Enclosed storage does not mean hiding everything deep out of sight. It means your belongings do not occupy the most important parts of the space when they are not being used. Cushions do not stay on the table. Tools do not lean against the side of the walkway. Toys do not cover the area around the chairs. Plant supplies do not spread out beneath the window. Each group needs a return point that is close enough and easy enough to open. You can also create a small outdoor drop zone near the door. It could be a tray, basket, or shelf for frequently used items. Outdoor sandals, a cloth for wiping the table, dog toys, a small watering can, a basket for collecting items that need to be carried into the house. But this drop zone needs a limit. When it is full, it is time to reset the area. It is not time to place another box beside it. The 9th rule is to reset the outdoor room in 5 minutes. An outdoor space rarely becomes cluttered in a single day. It changes one item at a time. A pair of gloves today, a wet cushion tomorrow, a delivery box over the weekend, an empty plant pot after repotting a plant. A few days later, you look outside and think you need an entire afternoon to deal with it. A 5-minute reset prevents that situation before it grows. Start at the door and follow the same route every time. Collect everything that needs to go inside in one basket. Return the toys, tools, cushions, and hose to their designated areas. Restore the clear walkway. Remove one dead or broken item. Then wipe the one surface you want to use tomorrow. Not the entire patio, only the small table, the arm of the chair, or the porch bench. 5 minutes will not finish the entire yard. It prepares the yard for the next time you use it. The night before, the toys are collected. The hose is rolled up. The cushions are put away. The next morning, you step outside with a cup of coffee. The walkway is clear. The chair is clean. The table has room for your cup. You do not have to clean before you sit down. That is the real value of a short reset. It protects one small moment from being delayed by 5 other tasks. The final rule is to actually use the outdoor room. A space that is not used will quickly become a storage area again. When no one sits in the chair, objects will sit there instead. When no one uses the table, tools will take it over. When the walkway does not lead to a real activity, boxes and plant pots will gradually spread into it. You do not need to host a large dinner. Take your cup of coffee out to the porch. Read a few pages of a book on the balcony. Sit beside your children while they play. Brush your dog outside. Eat a simple meal on the patio. Water the plants, and then sit down for a few minutes. When you use the space regularly, you also notice the inconvenient parts of it much faster. When the chair is always too hot, move it. When the table is always covered with dust, keep a cleaning cloth near the door. When toys constantly block the walkway, the basket is in the wrong location. When the cushions are always getting wet, the storage box is too far away. An outdoor room is improved through real use, not only through a single organizing in session. When the season changes, ask, which items will not be used again before the weather changes? Remove summer cushions, water toys, outdoor fans, and seasonal plant pots from the main area you are using. Do not allow the outdoor room to keep storing items from a season that has already ended. A space truly becomes part of your life when it can return to a ready-to-use condition. It does not have to be perfect. It only needs to allow you to step outside without cleaning first. To apply the outdoor room rule today, follow 3 steps. Step 1. Stand at the door and finish this sentence. This is where we. Choose one main sex purpose that your family genuinely wants to use the space for. Step 2. Clear one path leading to one place to sit. Then remove 3 items that are dead, broken, or forgotten. Step 3. Choose the group of items that is most often in temporary places and create a nearby return point for that group. At the end of the day, set a timer for 5 minutes and return the area to a usable condition. You do not have to deal with the entire backyard. You only need to make the next time you step outside easier than the last time. When the outdoor area has a purpose, a clear path, a place where you can sit down immediately, and a reset routine that feels manageable, it will no longer be used as a holding area for things that have not been dealt with. Your backyard, patio, porch, or balcony will become a part of the home that your family genuinely uses. Subscribe to The Quiet Home for more systems that make your home easier to maintain. In the next video, we will deal with the items that are always left in temporary places because they do not yet have a convenient place to return to.